Alright guys, what is up? We're here in a game between TheMacca and DiceMoney. DiceMoney and TheMacca are both Forsaken Waste mains. So, yeah, and we have here the Portal Walker, or the Shade Caster, and because it's TheMacca, one of the rare players that actually plays Portal Walker on his Shade Caster instead of the Portal other thing, the one that gives reflexes and evasive. I personally like that one more. But TheMacca is very adamant that this is the better choice. At least maybe it comes down to the battle group. Let me go close the window real quick. Alright, there we go. So like I was saying, TheMacca is quite adamant that this is the better upgrade. I disagree, but like I said, it might just be depending on the battle group that you pick it in. If you're playing a very aggressive battle group, maybe the Portal Walker is better than the Portal Watcher, or whatever the other portal thing is. But we will see. On the other hand, for DiceMoney, he's playing Skeletons. A very good Forsaken Waste battle group. I think when played by a good player, Skeletons to me is tier 0. But it has to be played by a good player who knows what they're doing. Otherwise, it's only tier 1. Just because it is a bit harder to pilot. You have a lot of little guys, so there's a bit of lag that can happen. You have a lot of things to click, a lot of things to think about. And even though you don't have to play super efficiently, just because you are Forsaken Waste, and you do just want to kind of keep the game going, you still can't allow yourself to be rushed, or else you will lose fonts early, just because Skeletons do need a little bit of time to ramp up. Not much, but a bit. We do have this Whisperghast, so this could look like a Vengeful battle group instead. Whisperghast is a spirit undead, right? And with Vengeful, so this could be a, like I said, less so the Skeletons that I was previously thinking. Because I do play all 3 of these champions in my Vengeful battle group too. I just thought it was Skeletons because I saw these guys early, and you usually, I mean, you always have him basically in every battle group, right? But he's very good with Skeletons because of that Bone Prison. And the augment creation on your little summons is also really nice. All right, so we see the Bone Slave moving down to this bottom side, and we see that's for TheMacca, and we see, all right, he has Pounce, but because of this Void Shield, that's funny. Because of this Void Shield, he can actually not just insta-kill the Archmage unless something else attacks him first. He has 16 damage at the moment, which means that with a Pounce, let's see, you can stack it up how many times? Oh, no, it's not stacking. It's by how many rounds. So you can probably stack it up around 3 times. That's 9. He'll be at 19, 20, 21 with Pounce. That's 21 damage with a Pounce if he portals next turn again. But yeah, usually Vengeful battle groups are a bit slower. So we'll have to see how he does in holding the rush by TheMacca. I didn't see who was first turn. I think Top is always first, right? Yeah. So on this map, actually, Top will always go first. The reason for that is that the top font from the top shrine to get to the middle font, it's 7 spaces, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So it's 7 spaces to get here. That's why you go first. So you have that disadvantage on how long it takes to get here, while for the bottom, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 2 spaces less you have to move, which means you can reinforce more quickly. You can get to the middle font with only a 5 or 6 speed champion, while here you need a 7 speed champion. And what this does is it kind of offsets the advantage of being first turn by giving them the disadvantage of having to move 2 more spaces. But I personally really like. I actually really like how this is set up. Because often you do have, at least the good players, complain that, oh, hey, whoever is turn 1 has like 80% chance of winning. I'm like, really? Is it? They say it is, or at least I know Neppy does and Shrine Master. And that might just be the case when you have 2 people that are very good, so 2 of the same skill level, playing battle groups of the same skill level. That's when it might actually matter. But at my level, I'm just like, I'm like I said, I'm not bad, but if I'm playing against Tiny Dragon or Shrine Master, my last 2 games I have beat Tiny Dragon, but generally, he doesn't really want to do this just because splitting this gives more stacks of Vengeful. But yeah, what I was going to say is against better players who play better battle groups, it doesn't matter if I'm turn 1 or turn 2, I'll probably still lose. Right here, yeah, exactly. He moves here. He teleports. It gives him 6 health, actually, for that teleport of the Portal Siphon. He's going to do it as well. He's AoEing down the Grave Warriors and healing himself up. Kind of a cool idea. Though that does not... Oh, it does 21 damage. All right, not bad. I forgot. I always forget about Pounce. So next turn, we're probably going to see this Shadecaster. The Hex will be gone, and then we'll probably see the Shadecaster actually also pounce the Archmage. But what is dangerous here, yeah, I was about to say, what's dangerous here about this Shadecaster moving in like this is we can see the double tap from the Whisper Gas come out. He's at 14 damage. It's what, 26, sorry. Ooh, and there comes out the Zulos. Zulos the Glorious, dealing 9 damage to all these champions. Not bad, just because it does kill the Grave Warriors. Not this one, though, surprisingly. Wonder why. Why did this one not die? Did it have more HP somehow? Not positive. Good movement. Very well done by the Mecha. He moves away 1 space with this Bone Slave. Reason is that the terrain here means the Broken Bones has to move. To get here to this location, it costs 2 AP. And to get to here, it costs 3. And obviously, it costs 3 AP to attack. So he makes it so he's out of the attack range. That's, again, for newer players. I don't know how many people are very new to the game that watch me, or how many people really know the game really well and they want me to, just talk about other things. But for the newer players, you always want to see if you can position yourself so that you're not in an easy attack. And what that will create is a position where your enemy has to do something, really anything, to get an attack, and that's what it all counts. That's what counts, right? You don't, and I've said this before, you don't want to give your enemy clean kills. And when I say that, I'm not sure if this is the exact definition of clean kills in any way or in any stretch, but if they can get a kill with the champions on the field and the range they're in, and they don't even have to use a spell, a relic, any type of anything, other than maybe an ability that's obvious, then you're misplaying, okay? So generally, not always. Sometimes it depends. You can, let's say, give up a kill. You say, hey, I'm going to surrender this kill in order to bait out my enemy to use all their AP, right? There's that idea, right? There's the... Virtual Destruction. Oh, no, that was the healing. Actually, heals him for 16. Is he dead? Still 21, right? I said 21. He's not in range. He's not dead. He is dead with a Bane Blast, though. Anyway, so you want to make sure to have your enemy always pay Nora for their kills. And hopefully, in addition to that, be in a bad position, right? Now, at a very high level, what you could try to do, I'm kind of just theorizing this, is pretend to give your enemy a clean kill by giving them a clean kill, right? You'd say, hey, look, I'm going to give you this kill. You don't even have to use any type of spell. But they take the bait, and then all of a sudden all their champions are... Yeah, there's the Bane... Sorry, not the Bane Blast. What am I saying? The Soul Bane. Soul Bane. So you could maybe possibly say, hey, I'm going to give you this free kill. I'm going to leave my champion in position for you to barely be in position, right? So if I say I'm running backwards, right? No, forwards for the heal. So if I say, hey, I'm gonna put my Utter Dark, right here, so you're right in range with 3 AP to do the single attack, but then all of a sudden your Whisper Gas is at 0 AP and it can't run away. That could be a potential play, right? But generally, I don't think I see good players do that. I only ever see them say, hey, I'm going to be right out of position so you can't attack them. You're gonna be at 2 AP. You have to use a spell. You have to use an ability that has maybe a longer cooldown, that kind of a thing. Anyway, well done by the Mecha. It's really interesting to see aggressive Forsaken Waste. Ooh, puts the banner down as well. So yeah, basically what we just saw is the Shadecasters. First, we saw the double teleport to kind of get these guys low, the skeletons here, and just to beef up that Portal Walker. Then they pounce in after they've done a bit of damage. The pounce gets through the Oblivion Shield. Then we have the Dark Favor that gets through the Oblivion Shield and kills most of all the summons. And then we just see the go in plus the Grimlick's Bane. God damn it, not that Bane Shift. Bane what? Soul Bane. There you go. So really well thought out by the Mecha. Really, really well done. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Let's see if he can keep up the charge. He has this middle font at the moment. Oh no, he could. Yeah, I was gonna say if the Whisper gas moves in here, that'd be such a bad idea. This is a lot of the value for the mecha right now is in this for DiceMoney is in this Whisper gas. So what was that? I wasn't paying attention. There was a drain most likely on the Phoenix. Yeah. All right, so now, does this Bone Slave come back here to kill? It's not in range. Ooh, he moves the Zulos over. So Zulos will get this kill. That will give him now 17 damage. And then he can move in range with this Bone Slave to get his font back, as well as the one Nora Globe. He has this top font. He can probably deploy, because this was a simple kill. No, nothing needed. Such a cool champion, though, with the LE. I mean, generally a cool champion, right? For 91 Nora, you're like, well, is this really worth it? Like, his stats are meager, and what he does is, like, okay. But all this other stuff is just crazy. Like, Coercive Pact, or Death Pact, plus Glorious Drain is such a good combination of abilities. And then you have, Dark Favor, which is basically, I would say, outcosted, like I've said, like a 40 Nora spell. 40 Nora spell, and this is a 51 Nora champion, man. Ooh, Bodyguard. So he retreats up here with the Shadecaster. He's gonna probably amp up the teleport again. He's only at 11 too. He should probably teleport in spot then, right? Teleport the Shadecaster right here. He'll be at 2 AP, but then at the very least he'll have the extra 3 damage. It's up to him though. Kind of hard to choose. You could also pounce the Phoenix, which isn't amazing because the Phoenix will come out again. Generally, when you kill a champion with the Rebirth, you want to kill it on their turn. So, and how you do that? Yeah, exactly. Just teleports in the spot to get the extra 3 damage. And how you kill these champions on their turn is with dots, right? So if you play a dot and he dies from the dot, then he'll come out the next turn with 0 AP. Unless they have initiative, obviously. So this does look like a Vengeful battle group, actually. We do a Vengeful. These guys that all die. This guy, Arroyo Eye. While he doesn't, like, inherently look like a champion that you might add to a Vengeful battle group, I think he is a good addition just because he's very cheap. And when you use Replicate, now you have 2 champions that can kind of just basic attack from ranged. And once they die, you're kind of okay with that, right? Because you get the extra damage. So you kind of just replicate these guys twice. And then, they might get AoE down, whatever, but you're still going to be then dealing 4 extra damage. And in the meantime, they've already attacked things, gotten Soul Tap to work, right? Soul Tap, Detection. He also has Teleport, right? Yeah, exactly. So what Soul Tap does is now he's going to have Loss of Life and the Nora gain. He's Soul Tapped, right? Yeah. Should be. He is. Okay. There you go. So then you have a champion with Soul Tap, so he's getting Nora back. You have Detection for, utility. You have Teleport. So generally with 4 AP, you're very slow, but you have the utility from Teleport to kind of work out. So this is now where things get scary for the mecha. He needs to somehow keep this rush going. But we could see this Phoenix move up here into the font. That'd be a smart idea. He doesn't, unless he's putting a relic down. Can he get a kill? He's at 11. Scavenger? Yeah, not the other one. Scavenger, he's 11. He can get the kill. And then he doesn't have the AP to move in the font. He can get the Nora Globe, though, which is 6 extra Nora, which is big. 6 extra Nora is huge, right? That's a half a font, right? He's on the Nora. He needs to get this Nora Globe and then put a relic down. If he doesn't get this font, he's not ahead, in my opinion. He moves up twice. So he's putting a relic here? No, there he is. Ooh, Grave Warrior to get that Nora Globe too. Really big. So Grave Warrior is good for a few reasons. One, it's a champion. It's a champion, so it counts for Vengeful. And you can just create tons of these. You can just create them and throw them to your enemy. They also get to fonts 2 spaces more quickly. Sorry. Because what you can do is, let's say you have an 8-speed champion and you're like right here. You place the the Bone Graveyard here, and then you deploy the Grave Warrior here. So all of a sudden, your champion with 6 AP or whatever can move 8 spaces in a way to capture a font, that is. All right, so time for the Shadecaster, and that's the thing that I was saying before, is he moved the Zulos down here. Now look, he used, in all, I think it was at least 4 AP down and 4 AP up, so it's a full turn, at least, of AP used to move down and back, right? Gets this kill, there's the Vengeful, he's at 18 damage. Gets the Nora Globe, though. Can he deploy? When the Bone Slave gets down here, he might have a better chance, but he is playing against Forsaken Waste. Forsaken Waste has okay ways of dealing with summons, right? They have the Bone Circle Staff. They have, well, we already saw Yo Banshee out, and he's dead, but he could play another one. And obviously, because it's full faction Forsaken Waste, he just might come off to cooldown again. All right, so there's the Risen Yeti. Good champion. So what is the issue? I'm playing Risen Yeti as well in my Brutes battle group, so Brute/IS battle group. And what's cool about it is my Brutes all of a sudden from Forsaken Waste have, 5 extra HP and 2 damage. Anyway, so he's playing Enrage, Frightful, Goddess. I was playing Tormented, and I wasn't sure which one was correct, so I'll make sure to change that to Enrage, because I believe that TheMacca is correct in this idea. But this is also a very strong champion. Kind of overlooked, and only after TheMacca started playing this champion more did I really pay attention to it. But it's very strong for a few reasons, really. First of all, the stats to HP ratio is very close to 1-to-1, and whenever you have that, you have a very efficient champion on your hands, right? 54 base, but 59 with the banner, so 59 to 62, only 3 Nora off. First of all, that. Second of all, though, is this Unspeakable, which is really nice, because even though it's only one turn, it really reduces the damage from your enemy on that one turn. So if you, let's say, compare it to what's that relic called that I was playing? There's a relic with Roar of the Fallen from IS. It gives -5 damage and -1 defense. This does half of that, right? In a way, even though it doesn't last as long. But still, I'm just saying that Unspeakable is not bad. -3 damage to your enemy for a turn can be very detrimental. Like if they're trying to calculate a kill and all of a sudden they have -3 damage on the next turn, every single one of the champions, like right now, you're like, oh wait, what? Here it didn't matter as much. Because none of these champions wanted to attack. And the reason I think that TheMacca did this is he's kind of, what's the word? Panicking, I want to say. Where he's like, oh shit, I need more champions on the field ASAP to keep pushing. But I think he needs to stop the push and maybe more so go for late game. I don't think he's going to win this now. We have double Broken Bones here. 40 health, 40 health. Like I said, when these guys split, this guy's already at 18 damage, though he's going to need another Vengeful champion out soon. You can't, if this Whisper Gas is to die, then a lot of the damage from DiceMoney is gone. We could see a kill in the Blood Phoenix, but that would cause the Rebirth to come out, which then causes Blood Tracker. Alright, there's the Seism. Seism killing the thing. 5 damage. He's gonna be bloodied now. Did that cause Vengeful? I was not paying attention. He does. Okay, so that kill with a Rebirth does cause Vengeful. That's why it's actually a pretty good combination, right? By itself, the champion is pretty good. Like, it's not horrible. It's not amazing just because of the stats with the 58 health and 0 defense. But he has a base of, 80 health with the War Banner, right? Because you have, with War Banner, 50 plus 25. So you have, around 80 health. Then you have Hex, and then this Blood Tracker, which is really good to de-stealth champions. And just the extra AoE damage, right? Blood Tracker plus Dark Favor is dealing 3 plus 6, right? It's 9 damage to one champion at least, and then the other 3. And then, of course, obviously, Hex and the whole Vengeful idea. So we might see a Drain here again. I think he should definitely try to heal up his Whisper Gas. He does not want to leave this alive. All right, yeah, runs in Hexes, probably. He's at 5 damage only. Yeah, there's the Hex. Hex, bloodied. But like I said, he should probably Drain here. If he doesn't Drain, he could also do it on the Broken Bones. But if he doesn't Drain, then I really wouldn't want to see this Whisper Gas move outside of the DMZ, right? The Dead Magic Zone here. Alright, here we have the Soul Tap. So that's going to be, what, 20 HP? Or, sorry, 20 HP and 20 Nora. If he is going to just leave him to be. So that's Nora gain. Could have moved him back one, yeah. You could have moved the Bone Slave back one because that would cause him to have to move over the water and he wouldn't be able to run back. Now, because of the positioning, the Aurora Eye can actually just move back. But that's pretty hard to see, right? I wouldn't have seen that either. Yeah, getting over the water here would mean he's at 4-7. If he moves back one, he can't be attacked. But, again, he doesn't really want to attack the Royal Eye. I think if DiceMoney is able... He should really drain, though. Drain the Blood Phoenix, maybe? For the 12 health. But yeah, if DiceMoney is able to get another Super Champ type thing out, like another Whisper Gas or something similar, like Sirkin would be huge, but anything really, that would probably spell the game. We'll have to see, though. Ice Lord or Overfang. There's the heal that I was talking about. What did he just heal off of? I didn't even see. Shadow Shank. Oh, that's a cool combo too. So a Shadow Shank was deployed. And what Shadow Shank is, it's a stealth champion, which I don't really like here. I don't know. But it's a stealth champion. It costs like 70 something Nora, 79, maybe 72. And its stealth has very low base health and no damage, but it has Deathstroke, I think it's called. And when it attacks one of the enemy champions, it automatically kills both champions. Meaning, if you're able to get that down, let's say get that to go off, then not only are you getting the Death Harvester to proc, which is nice, but then you can kind of choose if you get the Nora Globe. So you can get the kill, get both Nora Globes, and then even if it's a 1-to-1 ratio kill, so let's say you kill a 70 Nora champion with your 70 Nora Shadow Shank, but then you'll still gain both Nora Globes and possibly some type of positional advantage, right? And again, here we also saw the drain go off on it, so that's also really nice, just being able to get drain. If it is killed, though, and that's the really big scary thing here. Big scare. The scary thing for the Shadow Shank is if it is de-stealthed and if it is found, and then somehow it doesn't get its kill stroke to go off, then it's been 72 Nora for nothing, right? So it's kind of a glass cannon. Not even a glass cannon, right? Because it kills itself. It's more of just a high risk, high reward. Again, though, kind of works well in the battle group. Kind of works well. Alright, so the game's kind of slowed down. So let's just, I guess, stop doing the play-by-play and start talking about what we can see coming up in the game, just because play-by-plays are fun, and they're very easy to do. You just, like, talk. Oh, is that a kill? It is a perfect kill. And this was what I was talking about before with an easy kill, right? He didn't even have to use anything, he just moved up, right? He didn't use anything. Yeah, no spell used, just moved up, got the kill. And that's where you see, that's really the mistake. And that's where beginner players compared to like older players will get the biggest mistakes. Is beginner players, you can tell the difference between if they're bad or if they're good, is if they allow easy kills like that. Like, why was he there? If he had this like 19 damage champion here just attacking. You know, invigorate, Rite of Healing. Rite of Healing can go off on this Arroyo Eye if he wants. Still the Shadow Shank around here. Gets the Norglobe even. It's now 4 champions, 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2. I'll count this as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a Shadow Shank. So, yeah. I think the reason that he's losing is I think all the Nor Globes that went over to DiceMoney. He had that good early kill, but he wasn't able to push it after that. The thing about those guys when they're played with the high damage is you don't have any extra oomph to keep going. Now with the DMZ, he can probably kill the Blood Phoenix, right? 12, 36 plus. 8, 10. It's 46. He needs 4 damage. So he basically has the kill on this Blood Phoenix. So what newer players will do is, one, they don't keep clicking. You need to keep clicking and keep thinking. I have a friend now. What's his name? Vargas. Vargas, I've noticed, he just clicks right away. Yeah, there you go. Easy kill. He does have to heal though off of it. There's the Glorious Drain here. So he gets the kill and the Neural Globe. The Slothful means he can't move, so he has to get it with the Risen Yeti. Does he deploy bot? He got the Neural Globe, so he should be able to deploy. He needs something that can deal with Broken Bones, like something with Swarm, with AoEs, I don't know. What was I saying? Something about good players and bad players. Double Death Guard. Is that, yeah, what I was saying is that, double deploy, I mean. Is good players will not allow easy kills, or like I said, if they do allow an easy kill, they will make sure to hopefully get something back because of the easy kill that was given. Like here, he got the kill back, right, on the Blood Phoenix. But that's mostly just because the Blood Phoenix wanted to get the Neural Globe. If the Blood Phoenix had stayed back, it wouldn't have been killed. So he valued the Neural Globe over the Blood Phoenix champion, which I can understand, just because you kind of, all you really want him to do is die and then come back for the Dark Favor. So it's not horrible. Alright, tap once, 15 damage only though, because of the 5 defense. 5 defense comes from, well, 3 base, first of all. And the 2 he's getting is 1, yeah, exactly, Frightful Aura. He tried to use the Shrine Exertion, but he's in range of the blockade. Puts the Whisper Gas in a bit of danger, and we'll probably not see an Invigorate come out unless he misses that as well. He can only Invigorate the eye anyway. So he's going to probably have to do that. Invigorate the eye, put the eye in the font, and attack once. Or with him, I guess. That works too. This is a summon. Not a summon, it's a clone. Yeah, look at this. And this is what's happening now. We have this guy at 20 damage. When both of these guys, he's at 22. So all this replication is very good. Imagine if he had to replicate and split. Wouldn't that be dope? First just replicate, and then you get hit, and you split. Is he dead? No, 3 health. He can't move in. Well, he could, but he's just going to die. We have knockback 3, yeah. Knockback gets around the split, so that'd be a good use here. Alright, so he gets this kill. That removes the soul tapped. He's not able to get the Neural Globe, though, with the deploys. And yeah, there's that Bone Circle. That's what I was talking about. Bone Circle being pretty big here. Because now, when this Broken Bone dies, the Bone Circle will go to the next champion, and then this will come off cooldown. Ooh, that was cool. But no, why'd you pick that one? Now you're not in the font. He could have picked this one, and then he'd be in the font, but now he's not. But that was a good play. I mean, good healing. It's kind of a cool combo in itself, right? To replicate, so all your champions are low, and then just Divine Dark Healing, so now they all have regen, and they healed for 6. Alright, so 2 Arrow Eyes could possibly die here. But again, this is at 21 damage. Again, though, but if this Whisper Gas dies, right? If the mecha is able to get a kill on this Whisper Gas, then a lot of the damage is gone. And then all of a sudden you're not as scared anymore. And then you just have to kind of move forward slowly. Right? There's not much here to really keep defending once the Whisper Gas is dead. He just needs to kill it, though. How does he do that? Forsaken Waste has, like, what? Essence Drain? He could do that, but he's not in range. And the Yeti can't move over here because of the terrain here. So he has to move like awkwardly this way or something. He gets this Neural Globe. But he double deployed this last turn here. Throw axe. And because he double deployed, he doesn't, most likely doesn't have the Nora to do anything down here. Or deploy even. So he's going to deploy next turn or what? Yeah, what's his plan? 8, 11. He doesn't have the damage to kill the Arrow Eye. He needs a few more points of damage, and he really doesn't want to use the Grave Warriors to attack the Broken Bones because that will cause a very cheap split to come out, right? What was that? Okay. Why? I could carry against Pawn and Majestic and Prestige. Do you need Pawn so you don't get attacked? Do you need Prestige? Do you need the Iron Will and Fearless? Do you need the Majestic? Like, what of those things on this or equipment do you need right now? I'm a little confused. That's a good play, though. Paralyzing the Whisperghast. So now next turn he can... Alright, this positioning is weird with the Yeti, though. He wants to move on the other side. Can't attack from here. He wanted... I would say put the Paralyze on the Whisperghast so he can't keep attacking. Or you can just kill him later. Like, look, this whole turn he can't attack. This is a very strong equipment. Like, if you think of spells, there are spells that cause paralysis, right? Paralyzed. And they cost like 30 Nora. And this is an equipment that costs like 25. And it does it every 2 turns. So it has like late game value too. I really don't get why this thing is so cheap. I think it's super cheap. Wait, let me go check. What's it called? Ethereal Mind Shackle? No. Mind Shackle, just Mind Shackle. There is an Ethereal Mind Shackle though, I'm pretty sure. What you teleported? Ah, this thing. Oops, let's go into Mind. Ethereal, no wait, Mind. Oh, equipment. Mind Shackle, there you go. It's 30 Nora. It's literally 30 Nora. That's insane how cheap it is. Oh, it's Ethereal Mind Shank is the other one. Oh. But still, 30 Nora is insanely cheap for like how much it does. 4 damage. Whoop whoop. That was a bad hit. It's at least not worthwhile hit. Oh shit. Oh, you guys probably didn't see that. All good. What's nice is so I used to use this old OBS version. So OBS Open Broadcast Software. It's the software with which I record my the game. And oh, there you go, double kill. And the old he has it twice. He plays double Bone Circle. That's interesting. He's gonna knock back into him or what? This guy is strong too, though. Is he a brute? No, he's a warrior. Damn. I would love if he was a brute. Oh, a teleport. That's fun. Over here. Exactly. Now can attack. How much damage is this? 17. Why does he have 17 damage? Enrage. That's why. Oh, he can now do execute, but he wants a double tap, or he wants a double tap instead. He doesn't want to execute. Double tapping is more damage. This is plus 50%? Yeah, exactly. That first of all heals him up, and that just dealt loads of damage. Does he have the kill here ever? He has mobility. Yeah. Excavator has mobility, so he can keep moving. No, 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 what are you doing? Wait, what? Why not attack the Whisperghast? Does charge work with execute? Oh, that was nice. Double killed. Really nicely done. But he's not on the font. He's dead. What? Three health. Wait, why is he not killing this Whisperghast? He could have moved in and executed. Oh, wow. I think what happened there... Did he surrender? That was the mecha surrendering. I think what happened there is, so he used that spell, right? Which gives all your champions mobility, 2 AP, and execute if they have a range of 2 or less. But what happened is the champion has Slothful. So you used execute before he was in range to attack. So that was a good turn by itself with the execute and then knockback. But I think what happened is he wanted to like execute and then charge, but then he's like, oh shit, I have immobile, so I can't attack. I think that's what happened. Otherwise, it was an amazing play. Ah, well. GG. Yeah, he's saying it in the chat right now. Slothful made it so I couldn't charge. Exactly. Anyway, really good game. Actually, really fun to watch. Aggressive Forsaken Waste versus passive Forsaken Waste, right? You don't see that too often. Anyway, good game.